wanted virgins. Base, this is Phoenix 1. I need extraction.
Extraction for 2.
Extraction for 1.
Proceed.
Time for you to go. Hey! Fuck. Fuck! Bitch, get up here! Yeah, I don't know, something's wrong with me! Get rid of the girl.
Dr. Richardson.
Hello. Tonight we are 3.
Right, this way. Shall I start you off with the usual?
No, I'm celebrating. Tonight I will start with 2 bottles of the finest Cabernet Sauvignon and a tuna roll appetizer.
Sir, the Cabernet Sauvignon is a medium-bodied red.
I know what I want to order. Now shoe fly.
Of course, sir. Right away.
Focus, pay attention.
What?
Malcolm's ready for your debriefing now. He's in his office waiting for you.
Right.
They're ready for you. Go on in.
I was.
Anyway, that's all she said. Oh, Black, come on in. I believe you've met Director Watson?
Of course, sir. How are you?
Well, Agent Black, I'd be a hell of a lot better if I had some intel instead of a bunch of burned bodies and pissed off diplomats.
They don't know we were there. I was very careful to make sure that.
Goddamn sure know somebody was there. And as stupid as you may think they are, it doesn't take a fucking think tank to figure out it was probably us.
And I didn't burn all the bodies exactly.
How come?
Black, this is serious. You don't understand the shitstorm that rains down on us from above every day. Things like this just add another layer of stink to the process.
You're right. I'm sorry, sir. I don't mean to make light of the situation, but there was no viable intel to gather. The situation got out of hand, and I made a decision. I still stand by it.
Look, Malcolm, this is your division. You do what you want with this thing. But don't let it come back on me, or I'll have your ass.
Don't worry, sir.
Don't fucking worry. And you better not come back with a handful of air this next time.
No, sir. Of course not. Jade, what the hell were you thinking?
I was thinking we were better off with me alive and them not. You know better than anyone that I'm not afraid to die, but what purpose would that have served? They were nothing to us, and they had nothing of value to offer. And seriously, Malcolm, what the hell were you thinking? A compound full of pedophiles and you pick me to send in? Why would you do that? What did you expect?
I expected you to be a professional and remember your training. That means all of your training and not just the assassination programs. You were chosen because you knew what to look for, what information to extract, and how to extract it, not because we needed some goddamn angel of vengeance. I taught you that.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to say.
I want you to say that you see the big picture, that you understand that we are a team. I need to be able to trust you, that you won't take matters into your own hands, Jade.
I made the best decision I could at the time.
We're not done with this yet, but for now I have a different operation for you. Let's move on to that and we can talk more when you get back.
Get back from where?
Italy. There is a chemist by the name of Concatilli who claims to have some information and is asking for asylum. I don't know exactly why or for what he needs asylum, but this comes directly from Watt's office, so let's get it done immediately.
Okay, I'll leave first thing tomorrow.
Actually, you're leaving tonight. That file of information Jennifer gave you on the way in is everything we have on Concatilli. Your contact on the ground there, Roan, will be coming back with you. You'll have plenty of time to study that in transit. Right now, I need you to get over to Ty's and pick up your travel docs and plane tickets. And Jade, let's try not to have the Italian ambassador up my ass by the time you get back. Please.
Sure.
All right. Bye.
Hey, Black.
Hey, Ty. What you working on?
Trying to calculate the absolute maximum chamber pressure exactly so I can reduce weight by shaving the outer walls and then replace the recoil spring with a stiffer but lighter titanium and polymer hybrid. I should be able to simultaneously reduce weight and recoil without jeopardizing reliability or gripping.
So?
You can shoot it accurately with one hand.
Lovely.
Sadly, I don't think they'll let you put it in the overhead on an international flight.
No, probably not.
And I have something else for you.
Oh yeah? And what's that? Oh, Ty, you shouldn't have...
No, probably not, but still, here we are.
Jesus. This thing is the size of a Buick. How am I supposed to swallow this? Wait a minute. I am supposed to swallow this, right?
Yes, yes.
What is it anyway? I'm just going to Italy and I've already had all my shots.
It's based on nanotechnology that enters your bloodstream and emits a harmless but detectable signal that has a specific frequency for each agent. We get it via satellite. Much more reliable than 4G.
Oh, that is rough. Both?
No, it's Verone. As soon as you get there, which will be tomorrow if you make your flight.
It's not polite to stare, Ty. Johnson,
Virginia.
now that the silliness is over, let's go. A Prius.
It's a rental. It's gonna take a little time. He's in a house out in the countryside.
Fine. Oh, yeah. Take this.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a gift for you too. Here you go. Although hardly a fair trade.
Perfect.
I knew eventually someone would come.
We're not here to kill you. We're here to take you back to America.
This is all my research. This is what they're afraid of. The one thing that can stop them. That idiot Richardson wouldn't keep his mouth shut.
Who else is here?
We're alone. I sent my wife and son to her family in Tuscany. I couldn't tell her why.
Just leave those. You just need your laptop. Go! Go! Get him out of here.
Is your man waar je naar? Ja, Eine Frau. Jade Black.
I'm not ready.
What?
What are you talking about? We gotta get the hell out of here. You may not be alone.
He's hit.
Damn it. I know a safe place we can go. Can't stay very long, though.
I would have liked to have seen my family one more time.
Oh, man. You're gonna see him again.
Kind boy.
Dr. Concatelli, I have to ask you a few questions. We need to understand what exactly it is that you have that they want and who's after you.
It's all in here.
It's password protected. What's the password?
Juliet. It's Juliet.
Okay, so what exactly am I supposed to be looking for? Dr. Concatelli. Do you have someone for this?
Yes.
Okay. Leave it. Make the call. Let's go. This is Black. Put me through. Malcolm, I'm with Roan. We're coming in. No. He didn't make it. He's hiding. Absolutely, I was standing 10 feet from him. Look, I have the laptop, but I just sent you some info I pulled from it. Can you send it to Ty and have him work on it? It's mostly just chemical and mathematical equations. But there's a list of names. Yes, sir. I'll be there by tomorrow.
What's going on, Black? This was supposed to be some simple babysitting job on my way back to the States. Who the hell is that shooter?
His name's Hyde.
Well, who is he? I mean, who does he work for?
He's a ghost, and he works for whoever has the biggest bank account at the moment. Occasionally that includes us. Who's this?
That's Daniel Hawthorne.
Okay.
We don't have much on him. His name has come up a time or two in our investigation into the sex trafficking trade, but nothing solid. We don't know if he's a buyer, a provider, a transporter, or what. But we do know that he's a member of an international business group called Darien, and they're having a networking event tonight at the Metro Ballroom.
Okay, so why the sudden interest if he's not really on our radar?
His name was on that list you got from Concatelli's computer.
Okay then. Evening gown?
Yes, but be discreet. Find out whatever you can without letting anybody know that you're asking. You'll stand out if you're unescorted, so Roan will go with you. He'll be fine. He's already familiar with the operation, so we'll see it through with you. And Jade, exercise caution, please. We don't know what we don't know about this group.
I'll find Hawthorne, you just listen to the room.
You do realize I'm trained in information gathering as well?
Yeah. That's what worries me. Are these always this dull?
Well, the Rolling Stones had to cancel tonight.
Tragic.
Well, the party's not over till 10.
Oh,
Daniel Hawthorne.
Jade Black.
Did you call him Mrs. Black?
Of course not. And it's Miss.
Where's your date then?
He ditched me. He's off shaking hands and kissing ass on some business deal.
Well, here's the due diligence thing. I have a VIP lounge upstairs. Would you like to see it?
Show me. So, what do you do, Mr. Hawthorne?
Whatever I like, Miss Black.
See what you can learn from him. Report to me tomorrow. This one stays with me.
Hawthorne. If we don't play nice with our guests, they're not going to want to have a conversation with us. Please try to remember that. And she's one of Malcolm's girls. You do not want to be standing that close, I promise you. So you would be Jade Black then. I'm Elle. I assume you've heard of me. I apologize for the accommodations, but I find it much easier to remain low-key and mobile with more modest surroundings. I trust that you had a deep sleep. Don't worry, the headache and fogginess, it'll only last a couple more hours, just long enough for us to develop a more intimate acquaintance. Oh. Men can be so brutish when they're passionate. But of course, you and I, we know that better than most, don't we, love? Oh, of course. Not to worry, the metal roof and framing guarantees that Ty's little gadgets will be confused and slow to read your signature. So we have plenty of time for uninterrupted conversation. Who are you? I told you, I'm Elle. I was you before you were you. I was Malcolm's favorite. First, in fact. Yes, I'm sure it's a bit confusing. But don't worry. It will all become a bit more clear in a few hours when the drugs subside a bit. Now, Miss Black, what I need from you is some very simple information. I'm aware that I need no longer worry about Dr. Concatilli. And of course, Dr. Richardson was removed from the equation weeks ago. What I don't know is, did Concatilli have time to give you the formula? And more importantly, has it been passed along to Director Watts yet? I am offering you an opportunity that you clearly don't appreciate. Right now, you're awake and able to speak freely. And I'm willing to give you truths in exchange for some basic yes or no answers. And if you don't want to see that, we can do this Hawthorne's way, which I assure you will be much more primal.
What? What truths?
A truth that only someone like you or I could truly understand. It's about retribution and recompense.
What are you talking about?
No, no, no. Quid pro quo, Jade. Tell me.
We know all about your biological weapon.
Of course you do. Don't insult me. Juliet is not the weapon. I am dropping poison bait into the middle of a rat colony. Who would want to stop me besides the rats?
Enough of this crap. She's not giving us anything.
JJJ. Malcolm acquired me the same way he did you. The rats have fed on us both. Don't we deserve their atonement?
I'm gonna need more than just a couple of yes or no answers. Now, I'd like you to take as much time as you like in giving it to me, so we can fully enjoy the process.
Ty, it's Jade. Damn it, Ty. Alpha Yankee 9019er. Meet me at the safe house on East 23rd and bring hardware. As soon as I lose him.
Are you okay?
Still a little loopy from the drugs that they gave me, but I'm functioning.
Obviously.
Tell me.
Who is Elle?
Holy shit. Jade, how is Elle connected?
I think Hawthorne works for her, or at least they're working together on something. So who the hell is she?
Intelligent, insane, dangerous.
She was one of the very first recruited into this program and well suited for it. She couldn't let go of her past. She eventually had to be pulled from the field and institutionalized.
If we could find a facility that would hold her. She vanished from a high security ward 6 years ago. No one's heard from her.
Well, you're hearing from her now. I'm gonna need some clothes that I can move in. Assemble a small team and I'll take them in. Contact Roan. I'll pick him up on my way. I've already taken care of 7, so by the time that we... What is it?
Jade, they have Rowan. We're not going after Hawthorne and Elle yet. Our priority is to protect our operations' integrity.
I've tracked his signature to here. This heavily wooded area is in the middle of a training compound owned by an independent militia called Hand to God.
They are extreme right-wing survivalists that receive most of their funding through the Darien Group. They are very seclusive and very paranoid. The leaders are prominent members of the communities around the compound, so local law enforcement will be protective of them as well.
So you're sending me in alone to rescue one agent?
If you can. We need you to go in quietly and find Rowan and determine what, if anything, he may have told them about any of our operations, particularly our work on Darien and Juliet. If you can bring him out quietly, then do. If not, then you have to eliminate any possibility of them pulling anything else from him.
Holy shit.
I'll take you to a burner vehicle. You can leave on the outside perimeter of the compound. Everything you need has already been loaded.
It's for you. Had to reroute your calls till we find the phone you lost.
Hawthorne. Yes, of course. Hello, Mr. Petrovich. Are you in the States again? Yes. Yes, I do. Right. I'd be happy to accommodate. In fact, we have something very special I think you're going to enjoy. Well then, I'll make the usual arrangements.
Now what you need to remember is this.
It's imperative you to keep a situational awareness at all times. Failure to do so can cost you your life and the lives of your fellow soldiers. You must always know what's within your perimeter.
Oh, gotcha. See, now you want to twist that like this. Oh, I know. Tough one.
How much did you tell them?
Nothing. I think. I don't know, Jade. I don't know.
Can you move?
Not like you need me to.
Cigarette?
You know there's no time for that.
Okay. Should give us 2 minutes. Maybe less. Let's go. You ready?
No.
Carl, I'm sending you a location and a detailed description of what I need you to get. Go fetch and keep it 0 impact. I need the absence to go unnoticed at least a few days. Do you understand?
Yes, of course.
Sedated.
You didn't follow protocol.
No.
Okay. This is time sensitive now. They all know that we know about them, even if he didn't give them any details. Tell me about Ellen Hawthorne.
Hawthorne seemed to be in control of everything except her. She's definitely the leader of whatever this is.
If Hawthorne is involved with Darian in trafficking in sex slaves, and Elle has developed Juliet and is killing off all of his buyers, why the hell are they working together? I don't see the connection. What does Elle have over Hawthorne?
The cure is the weapon. It's the money, Malcolm, the profit. If they control the only cure and the virus is spreading throughout the entire sex trade, then what's it worth?
They'd have to create a panic first to drive them on it. Somebody prominent, maybe several, to prove that anyone is vulnerable. What else, Jake? Anything she said or did that stood out?
I can't remember too many specifics, especially at first. The drugs they gave me were pretty good. But she didn't seem to mind that I knew about Juliet or any of it. And she knew me. She knew about me, my background, before I was even awake. Me, you, Ty, everything.
Ty? She never met Ty. He wasn't here.
Well, she used his name. And something else was weird. She seemed like she really didn't want to hurt me. Like she was just keeping Hawthorne in place.
Don't ever underestimate her. Not for a second. Let's go.
Here you go, babe.
That took quite a bit longer than expected. Did you stop off for a nice dinner and some drinks?
I ran into a hiccup, but it's all good.
A hiccup?
You know, what's it to you, Hawthorne? I handled it.
Oh, you handled it. Oh, lovely. And you handled what, precisely?
Just a security guard. It was no problem. Like I said, I handled it. Guys, look, I was the one on the ground there. I took care of things. You don't like the way I handle my business. Next time, just send this big, stupid prick boy.
It's good advice. Thank you for your input. Come on, let's go. Just leave that. I'm not getting my deposit back anyway.
Four clean cuts. K-bar, maybe cold still Tonto.
Al?
Absolutely. I wonder if he thought she didn't want to hurt him. You look disappointed.
I really didn't believe they could move their entire operation that fast.
What makes you think that was their entire operation?
Where are we going?
Back to headquarters. Ty's been running some algorithms looking for commonalities between the names on Concatelli's list. Of the 11 names on the list, we were already watching 7 of them for suspected trafficking.
Does that surprise you?
Not at all. 3 of them have died this week.
Yeah, I kind of don't care. Let her do our job for us. Even if they are Americans.
If we're lucky, they're all Americans. What do you think will happen if she kills a foreign dignitary on American soil?
Doesn't feel like a couple of decades, does it, Malcolm? Seems like just a couple of years since we got to go ahead for your new division.
Chuck, why am I here?
You know, I've never really had to push you. You've always been very aggressive, and your teams have been very effective for us.
Well, I appreciate that, but why does it feel like you just kissed me before bending me over?
Well, your powers of observation haven't deteriorated any. You know, if we're the cartels or weapons dealers or even bomb makers, these guys pop up in every country as fast as we can squish them, like a bunch of roaches when you turn on the lights. But this bio thing, this Juliet.
I don't see your point. Where's the comparison?
Well, there is no comparison, Malcolm, and that is the point. This is coming from a single source. It's not some fashion trend the whole world is jumping on. And from what I hear, it's originating in the United States.
From what you hear?
Look, Malcolm, we have 2 more dead in the past 4 days. Both very wealthy, and one very well connected. How can I justify funding your division if you can't find this and eliminate it in your own backyard? You've got Black working on this, and she's getting nowhere.
Not nowhere, Chuck.
Hoffner, do you need something?
Oh, do you need any coffee, sir?
No. All right. What's nowhere?
We don't know exactly what it is, but we know there's an antidote, and we know who the source is.
Well, why don't we have him?
It's a her, and her name is Elle, and she was one of ours, one of the first we rescued from trafficking and put into the program. She knows our MO as well as anyone ever will. That's why she's been able to stay a step ahead of us, until now.
Until now?
Ty has been looking into the tax records at the ownership of the last property we knew her to inhabit, and he found another warehouse about 1.5 miles away owned by the same holding company with the same purchase date. Jade has a team en route now.
What the hell are you standing here for?
You called me in.
Next time I see her, I'm gonna take care of things my way.
No. No.
There were no allowances for this in the plan.
Adapt.
We just need to regain control and get back on track with the original plan.
No. No. Do not presume to know what I need.
We have to get our focus back.
Focus. Sure. And maintain the illusion of control over the actions of Malcolm Dearest and his lovely little viper.
You better remember this is about money, not a vendetta.
Well, that's cute when the puppy barks.
You can't let it get personal.
It is personal. It is personal! Yes? Oh, how clever. When? Well then, go now, please. You know exactly what to do, just start small. Let's not dally, shall we?
We have her. She's alive.
Hawthorne?
Vanished.
Well, hello, Malcolm. It is so nice to see you again. Still fighting the good fight, are we?
I am.
And still losing.
And yet here you sit in my holding cell.
For now.
Last time, I tried to help you, well. I won't be making that mistake again.
Help me?
Yes. This time I will value security over rehabilitation.
Help me. Help me? You abandoned me. You plucked me from one nightmare, and when you were through with me, you dropped me straight into another. And when you were through with me, Malcolm, after you threw me in the trash, found yourself a new toy to play with. Look at her. Does she know what awaits her? Do you? When you grow tired of being their mindless killing machine and you start asking questions, if you decide to speak your mind.
Can I just kill her now?
If you expect me to believe that you think you're doing something noble for the greater good, then you're in for disappointment. I already know it's all for the money.
And when the costs are too great and there is no market for the product, it disappears. How do you not see that?
And if you make a few billion in the process, that's okay, right? You and your sick little friend Hawthorne.
He serves his purpose.
I have to go see Ty.
Go. Elle, tell me where Hawthorne is. Where he's heading. We can still do the right thing.
You never really did see me, did you?
You break my heart, Elle.
I break your heart? Fuck you, Malcolm! Malcolm!
Jake, come in. Sit.
Tell me you have something of value for me, Ty.
Oh, I have something for sure. I'm just not sure the value yet. We were going through Concatelli's notes about Juliet and the antidote, which we're now calling Romeo, of course.
Right, of course.
We haven't been making any progress because we haven't had a live sample to test from.
Live sample?
It's not a poison. It's a living virus that's been genetically modified. It lies dormant in the host system, and once activated, it is fatal within a few hours. The problem has been that the virus dies with the host.
And that's why you can't find a living sample.
Until yesterday. Well, we knew it needed to be in liquid form from the notes, so it could be injected or ingested through drink or transferred through bodily fluid. So the little girl that was with the congressman should have been dead too.
So why wasn't she?
Because there was no pleasure. The virus lies dormant in the host system until activated. Now, we've learned that the triggers are oxytocin and dopamine, the very chemicals responsible for excitement and pleasure, respectively.
Which the body manufactures in huge quantities during sex.
Unless you're a young girl being forced by a congressman, in which case there is only a milligram of dopamine being manufactured.
Good God. So the virus is alive and dormant in the little girl.
Yes. But now we have a live sample to use to synthesize a remedy from. As soon as we figure out the rest of the equation from Concatelli's notes. Oh, we confiscated Richardson's computer last night, so that should help.
Ty, you said it has to remain in liquid form. Can it be frozen?
Not likely. It probably wouldn't survive.
What about aerosolized?
Sure.
Ty, I need you to stop working on that for a few minutes. Last week, there was a missing persons report on the FBI bulletins. It was a security guard at a commercial architectural firm here in town. There were some blueprints missing from the firm. I need you to find out exactly what were on those plans and for what building. Get me as much as you can on it.
I can do that.
And a list of any other properties that the Universal Exports Holding Company is tied to anywhere in the States. Ty, keep this between us for now.
Sure, whatever you need. But if the shit hits the fans, I will be throwing you right under the bus.
Where did you come from?
Is the ambassador in? I need to speak with Mr. Petrovich.
He's busy.
I know.
Ni słowa.
Go ahead.
How much of it, Malcolm?
All of it. In her reality, all of it, Jade.
How did you choose her?
Almost exactly the same way we chose you. She was younger though. 11 or so. In a building full of girls, she was the one that resisted the most. Just like you, Jade.
So you think that showed promise? Is that it?
I think the fact that they beat you with a cane and you still resisted showed your internal strength. That's why I chose you, Jane.
What about her, Malcolm? Did they beat her with a cane too? Did she resist enough to prove herself to you?
No. They stripped her naked. Covered her with makeup for a buyer. She took a makeup pencil away and stabbed one of them in the neck repeatedly until he was dead. They couldn't give her away after that. They were just about to execute her when we raided them. Thanks, Jen. Go ahead and send him in.
Okay.
Jade, I have the paperwork you've been waiting for. If you just want to stop by my office.
It's fine, Ty. Bring it here. What do you have?
You were right. There are some blueprints missing for the Tolson Center in Naples. I checked, but there's not a lot of activity there lately. But they are holding a Democratic fundraiser day after tomorrow.
And the other thing?
Yeah, right there. It's sorted by proximity of each one to the two properties Elle was using.
What's this? This one looks close.
Yeah, that's a storage facility.
I'll get a team together.
No, not yet. We have another day. I think our ship has a leak.
I'll be in mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Hoffner?
Director Watts wanted me to give you her transfer papers and for you not to forget that requisition form for...
What the hell?
Should buy us an hour or so.
Oh, God!
What could you possibly say to me, Malcolm, to keep me from shutting down your division?
Hoffner was your man. You hired him.
Don't fuck with me. I'm not playing with you. This is some serious shit.
You think I'm playing? Really, Chuck? Jennifer was my assistant for 5 years. She wasn't great at what she did, but she was loyal, and she was a friend, and she was just slaughtered so that Elle could make a point.
Exactly. You created this monster, and then you let her get away. And when you finally brought her back in, she's literally killing us inside our own offices.
Bullshit! No, you can't lay that crap on me. She had us from the inside out. There was no way that any of us could have known she had him in her pocket.
So it was Hoffner.
Yeah, it was Hoffner. Wait, you knew we were compromised before? Why?
Because she didn't know.
Yesterday I had a suspicion there was an information leak, but I had no idea she actually had someone from the inside.
Wait, what's that?
Blueprints from the Tolson Center. Everything except the floor plan and the ventilation system. Those were missing.
Where did you get them?
A storage unit with Elle's name written all over it.
The Tolson Center in Naples? Oh, hell. I have to be there for a fundraiser tomorrow night.
Well then, I suggest you just mail in a check instead.
I'll have Ty arrange for her flights.
Are you sure she'll be there?
It's her target demographic. She wouldn't trust it to Hawthorne by himself.
How can you know for sure?
Because I wouldn't.
Director Watts. What? Oh my God. Yes, sir. No, of course, sir. I'll be there, Mr. Secretary. I have to be in the room with a call to the Kremlin tomorrow. The Russian ambassador has just been killed with the Juliet virus.
We have to stop them before anyone arrives tomorrow.
She was already gone when you found the blueprints. She doesn't know you know.
Of course she does. But she knows it doesn't matter.
Assume they're already here and aware of this. I'll go out to the second floor and let the security office know that we're here. Get them to evacuate the building quietly.
I'll go floor to floor, check the intake as we go.
No need. There's access to each leg of the ventilation system through maintenance. Go to the basement. That's where I would start.
Hello, Malcolm. Welcome to the jungle. We've missed you.
Right where I want you. Flat on your back.
Right where I want you. Flat on your back.
What are you doing? You can still stop this. It's not too late.
You mean this, Malcolm? Oh, it's too late. It was too late before you ever pulled me out of that bunker in Czechoslovakia all those years ago. Can't you see that?
Let me take it here now. I can still help you.
Oh, Malcolm, you did help me when you locked me away with all those loonies. You helped me realize this has always been my destiny. See, I had to suffer the indignities, the ripping and tearing of my body and my innocence. How else could I be rewarded and still be the bearer of such a precise justice?
Good God, help.
Oh, shut up, crybaby. Ah!
Stand down, Jade! Damn it, Black! I said stand down and let me know!
Sorry.
We have to take her in alive. We need to get all the information we can.
Information. Information. You already have all the information.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on. You know the truth in your heart. Don't you, girl? Don't you? You've been following the money. But what is more dear to a powerful man than greed? Self-preservation. You can see that. You can see that.
What are you saying? It's
It's not about who stands to gain the most from a global scale influx of Juliet, of course. No, it's about who stands to lose the most. Who's afraid of it? And who holds the power? Who holds the power, Jade? Surely you know. Come on, Jade. Thank you, God.
It's done. Fires the balance to my account. He knows I will be fine. Thank you.
Megan? Wow. What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. The position was open.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, you too. Wow. Megan.
I needed someone. If you don't approve, you
No,
can...
it's fine. Congratulations on the promotion.
I don't think anybody else wanted the job after Watts stepped down. He really tainted the office, so to speak. All the accusations.
Is he being convicted?
Of course not. I mean, it never reaches that far up. But then he'll never be back here either, so we have that. Jade, I was thinking of recommending you for my old position. The secretary will probably accept my choice, and there's not another agent more qualified than you. Of course, you'll have to get used to the red tape, but I know you can handle it. Do you need some more time to think? We can talk in a couple of days when you have more questions.
Malcolm, I'm leaving.
Are you sure? You have a home here.
You know, I haven't really had a home since I was 13. But you've been good to me, Malcolm. I'll never forget that. And I hope you can forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. Just promise me, if you ever change your mind, you won't hesitate to come to me. You have a place wherever I have a place.
Of course. You know I'll keep in touch. It's not polite to stare, Megan.
Mau jalan kemana kita hari ini, Beb?
Kemana aja bebas, Om, asal berdua.
Jangan panggil Om dong, Beb. Aku ini masih bujangan.
Ah, bisa aja nih beton nangka.
Mak, kebelet Mak, itu kan Bapak.
Mana?
Itu lagi jalan sama cewek semloh, hai cemewew ihir.
Wah iya sialan, berani-beraninya si bandot main cewek di belakang gue.
Kebelet udah nggak tahan nih.
Iya, sabar. Ntar gue urus dulu ini bapak lo.
Kebelet kebelet kapan nih ke toiletnya?
Diam.
Hehehe, mampus lo. Habis ini lu yang gue makan, ha? Enak nih daging bapak.
Wadidaw, bujang. Ampun Nyai, tolong.
Mampus lo, makanya jangan macem-macem. Udah bau tanah juga masih aja kegatelan, dasar bandot. Nah, sekarang udah selesai nih urusannya sama bapakmu. Gimana? Kamu masih kebelet gak?
Enggak kok, udah selesai nya barusan.
Nah, jadi gitu ceritanya, Bray. Bagus nggak? Jir, serem juga cerita lu, Jo. Bisa lah, ini dibikin animasi YouTube biar cepet kaya. Hahaha.